Alright, so simply put, this is another one of the reasons that I quit Warmane. So I played on Warmane after I'd quit, right? I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of Wrath of the Lich King raiding. Um, on the 10th of August, I joined a guild called That's Hurt, or actually like on the 8th, and I raided with them on the 10th. I did my first raid ever with them. The raid leader wasn't that angry, he wasn't that mad, and we did the raid. We didn't use Divine Intervention. We just one-shot Deathbringer Sarfang. The healers were keeping me alive. Nobody knew I was Fish Bro, so I went and played the raid perfectly. Everything was fine. And then on the 17th, I did my second raid, and it was my last raid with them. And I don't really plan on playing with That's Hurt or this guy named Need to Block. That's the guy commenting on my YouTube channel right now. But long story short, this dude comes and attacks me on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to make a quick video about this and why these kind of players are, simply put, impulsive, emotionally unstable, and unable to control their own emotions. And they're the reason that I quit this dog shit server and why I'm not planning on coming back. On the 17th, the following raid, so the first raid, everything went perfectly. The next week, everyone found out I was Fish Bro. I didn't get healed on Marigar. He flamed me. I'm dog shit. I'm a trash player. I always fuck up. I died on Marigar because I'm trash. Blah, 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 right? You look at the damage taken. I took only unavoidable damage. I died. He combat res me. I died again. None of the healers healed me. They all refused to heal me. And I didn't get any heals the entire raid. I died to some cleave damage where I took, like, some very trivial cleave damage. I was self-healing through it, trying to heal myself using Holy Light, and whatnot. And so, simply put, in that raid, had I not decided to, like, had I AFK'd, I would have survived and not died on the trash. But nobody's going to just stop playing the game because the healers want to not heal a specific player, right? So the healers were griefing me, not healing me on Marigar, not healing me on any of the fights, and I die on trash and Marigar, right? I died on the trash to some cleave, and the leader was like, hey, Vito, bro. Like, okay, sorry. He has a very thick accent, right? So he doesn't speak normally like this. He goes, Fit bro, Fit bro, do you not do and he doesn't even speak English properly. And he admitted that his English is poor and he's still learning, which I'm not going to fault you for not being good at English, but you need to understand that if your English is dog shit and you're trying to communicate with people, then you cannot be mad at people when they don't understand you, okay? So I get cleaved down and die because I get a few cleaves, I try to heal myself, and then I just straight up die. Some of the ads are facing the opposite direction, some are facing our direction. Everyone's taking a trivial amount of damage. Too much to be healed by a DPS that's healing himself, but way more than like enough to be healed by a healer, right? But the healer's refusing to heal me, just let me die, right? This guy says just because you're a content creator and you have a platform and to say things doesn't mean you should lie about it. You were flamed in at least one of my raids because they asked you to use divine intervention in the marking, and you said I don't have symbols when before the raid started you had said that you bought them, considering that they asked about consumables specifically and asked you about symbols. Oh, so I was asked, do you have divine intervention? Do you have symbols? And I said, oh, I bought them and I just didn't buy them, right? I'm just a retard that didn't buy my symbols. I don't fucking think so. The fact is I asked him. Simply put, this guy's a fucking liar, and this is the reason why I delete comments like this guy's, and why you think Fish Bro is a piece of shit is because most of you idiots are a bunch of fucking liars on Warmane, so I'm going to call you out. One, you guys are liars. You like to make up shit about me. You like to fucking lie about me. You made fucking fake profiles of me. I'm a pedophile, right, on fucking Discord because what you did, you take a fucking, You take my YouTube character picture right there. You put a fucking fish bro name on the Discord, and then you start talking with your friend who also makes like Tyler one or some shit, and puts a little kid picture, and start doing some weird banter between like some pedo shit, and then you take pictures and screenshots. Look, we hacked his account. Proof that he's a pedo. When the fact is that's a completely fake Discord account, and you're over here impersonating me just to slander my name, right? You guys do that kind of shit all the fucking time. You make fake characters of me. I don't have a single character on Warmane named Fishbro, yet everyone on Warmane hates Fishbro, right? Because I don't actually name myself Fishbro on Warmane because I can't stand the idea of being impersonated and the Warmane staff not giving a single flying fucks about character impersonation or any of their content creators in general. That's why there's no content creators on Warmane at all. At least no notable ones. Yes, of course there's a content creators. Look at Zaha with 30 fucking subscribers. Look at this guy with another 20. Nobody gives a fuck about you because you play on Warmane. Why? Because when somebody does give a fuck about you, you get completely shit on. The Warmane community is shit. Flies flying towards shit. So the week before, the very first week I raided with him, you will never use divine intervention. That strat is for noobs. That guy, the first time we raided. This is spelled wrong actually. The following week, he flames me for not having the regents to use the ability he promised me in the first raid. I promise you, we will never use divine intervention. That strategy is for noobs. Very next week, why do you not have the regent for divine intervention? So, need to block, go fuck yourself. You're a fucking idiot. You always make mistakes and troll every single raid. I raided with them once for 4 or 5 hours. We almost one-shot Professor Putricide on Heroic, got his ass down to 41% health. The raid went really smoothly. I made almost no mistakes. I was using cooldowns when I needed to. He's like, please stop using cooldowns at the right time. Do it only when I call for it. Do not use it when you feel like it. Meanwhile, I'm using cooldowns at every single proper moment. I use Hand of Sacrifice on the guy who gets the mark, saving the guy from dying. I use Hand of Protection on the guy who gets the mark. Divine Sacrifice when needed. I'm using fucking heals, off heals. I'm doing Flash of Lights with like Art of War procs and shit. As a Ret Paladin, I lay on hands the tank when he's at like 3% health and save the raid. Like the raids were dog shit, and he's struggling to fill the raids. We started the raid with like 22 people because we couldn't even fill the raid because nobody wants to attend his raid because every single time you join the raid, it's fucking da 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 da. Why are you so fucking trash? Da 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 da. Why dog shit, dog shit? Like, nobody wants to hear some fucking retard screaming in their fucking ear non-stop, screaming at you, some man-child, telling you how dog shit you are at the game when you're playing 100% perfectly and they can't comprehend why their raid is going poorly. When what they're telling you to do is fucking stupid. And the worst part about it is on the raid that we were doing, 12 out of 12, 8 heroic, right? Oh, it's more progress than Sparta. We had 6 people with Shadowmourne, we had 8 BIS players, and we had 9 people from the best guild on the server called Looking for Trap Raid. If you're in Looking for Trap Raid and you're full BIS and you got 9 people from that and you still can't do the raid, it's a fucking joke. Every single player in the raid was doing between 10 and 15k damage. We had like 290k raid DPS when I was clearing the same content that we were doing in that raid with 190k raid DPS, meaning we had 2/3 of that raid DPS. We were still able to do the same amount of content. So yeah, I always make mistakes in every raid. That was my second raid with them ever. He told me I did perfectly the first raid. Then the following raid, he finds out I'm Fish Bro. Everybody in the raid finds out that I'm Fish Bro, and the healers refuse to heal me. At that point, he proceeds to belittle, berate, degrade, and trash talk me on the 17th of the August. Everyone in the raid watched as he misdirected his anger as a raid leader on me instead of the players actually making the mistakes because Warmane is full of man children who can't control themselves or play the game or even a modest amount of respectable behavior. He told me that I had symbols, yet I didn't have the symbols, and I was completely aware that he wanted to use that strat after he told me that we'd never used the strat the previous week. So if somebody has, if you ask somebody if they have the region and then they don't have the region, and you try to call them a liar, that makes no fucking sense. If I traded you the regions before the raid and now you don't have the regions for the boss, why don't you have the regions? Something must have had, you must have deleted them. No, you never traded me the regions. I never bought the regions. You never asked me about the regions, and you said in the middle of the boss fight you started trying to use a new strategy that you did not say anything about before that attempt. You never asked me, you never suggested it, you never brought it up, and I was completely dumbfounded when you were like, Feast bro, divine intervention on this guy. No, I didn't fucking know that you wanted to use divine intervention strategy because that's for noobs. Like you said in the previous week, divine intervention is for noobs that don't have the DPS to kill the boss, right? So you over here telling me that I lied to you is full of shit. It makes no sense why I would lie to you. What do I gain from lying to you? Like, how does that benefit me in any regard? It doesn't, because your logic is flawed. And this is like another reason why I'm making this video isn't because this is one single event. This isn't me crashing out on my old guild master that I raided with for like a week or two. This is me crashing out on all of Warmane. This guy is considered one of the better guild leaders, one of the better raid leaders. This guy is considered one of the nicer guys, right? This is one of the best fucking dudes, right? This is a joke. And then I have the Traveler's Tundra Mammoth. All I have to do is press one and get on my fucking mount and buy the region. Yet I didn't have it, right? So I'm the liar that just didn't buy the region, right? It's fucking stupid. None of his logic adds up. He's lying. He's venting his frustration on me. Now he's mad about this video, which is too dumb to even use his brain and realize this video came out a month before I even joined his guild. The video isn't even about him, yet somehow it still pertains to him, right? It's crazy. Because the fact is all these people are the same. I have an entire guild bank. Let me pull up Warmane real fast so I can show you guys. I have an entire guild bank of fucking consumables. Uh, I don't know. Wait 1 second. I'll show you guys. Can I make this bigger? A little bit. Alright, let's log in real fast. I'll show you guys. I have an entire guild bank full of potions of speed and flasks and all this other shit. And I had like hundreds of thousands of gold, millions of gold on Lordaeron, to the point where it's a joke that he's flaming me in this regard. The fact is simply put, he did not prepare the raid ahead of time. So look at that. I have all those. I have all that. I have all this. I have all this. I have all this. I like all that. I have all that. And this is just one of many, many guild banks that I have of mine. I have tons and tons of consumables and just shit on top of shit on the server. Like the idea that I would lie about having consumables is laughable at best. The fact is the server is full of dog shit fucking players that can't speak normal English and can't voice their concerns ahead of time, and so they need to rage out in the middle of the raid when the players are being told exactly what you're telling them to do as a raid leader. It's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. One of the biggest reasons why Sparta continued to be such a good guild on Warmane, why I was able to progress 12 out of 12, 7 heroic, pushing 8 heroics, why I was able to get such high progress, even with 99.9% of the server hating me, every single player impersonating me, everyone pretending to be me, everyone shitting on me. I need to make Fishbro look bad. I need to make a fake Fishbro character and pretend to be a pedophile so I can fucking shit on his name and impersonate him and do identity theft so I can fuck Fishbro over and make him look worse because people love him too much for some reason. I don't know why Fishbro is so loved. Why do they keep playing with him? Why do they keep enjoying raiding with him? Maybe because I'm not a fucking idiot that's screaming in their eardrums every 5 seconds. And maybe because I actually put in the work and grow the guilds the way that I do every single time that I join the server and try to make the shit work. But I get treated with malice, disrespect, anger, animosity every 5 seconds. So when I play on Warmane, I get the same fucking bullshit from these nasty ass dog shit players. You people are disgusting. There's a reason why you play on a private server playing World of Warcraft because you can't afford the retail servers. Because you have no job, you're unemployed, and you're a fucking loser that has nothing better than to comment on a YouTube content creator who quit the server 2 months ago and tried joining one of your raids like a month ago. It's been like 3 weeks now almost. Like, people like this are the reason why I left Warmane. So let me hit that reply on this dude. I'm gonna leave that there, and let me wrap up this video, and hopefully the rest of Warmane can eventually grow to get better. Maybe they can eventually find a job. They can afford retail. Maybe they can do better as people, do better as a server, and they could just overall grow. Like, there's no reason that Warmane players think or need to think that they are higher than God, better than God, and that their shit don't stink, and that they're the best players in history when 99.9% of the server can't even realize that half their server is bugged. Before I finish this video, I'm going to pull up Discord because I have a section on my Discord called Warmane is Trash. Let's look at this. Let's grow this out a little bit. So, some of the reasons why I say Warmane is trash. Here in ICC, you kill the ads, the banner, the Bloodlust banner drops. These ads are still here, and then you kill the dragon. So the fact is the Bloodlust banner thing, the Cochran Battle Standard doesn't even drop because none of the Warmane players know how the actual game works, so they can't report that as a bug because they're too stupid to do that. So Garfrost, he shoots spikes out on retail, right? On normal servers, Garfrost shoots spikes out, shooting from Garfrost towards the player, and these spikes do damage to the player. And nobody on Warmane even knows that that's a mechanic. They don't know that that's a bug because they don't know how the game works. Oh, look, Gorkon Iron Skull. You free him from his shackles early in the thing, and then you get the quest. That doesn't happen on Warmane. You have to literally redo Pit of Sauron every single time to be able to get your thing. This is just one dungeon, by the way. This is just one of the many dungeons that are bugged out of their ass. Oh, look, rescued Alliance slave. There's a bunch of slaves in Pit of Sauron that are rescued, and you release them from their shackles, and they start running from Garfrost towards the Scourge Lord Tyrannus to try to fight him. Oh, what happens next? Oh, by the way, those NPCs, they're not in the game on Warmane. Oh my god, look, they got ambushed by the Geist Ambushers. Oh, wow. These Geist Ambushers don't even exist on Warmane. And if they do, they spawn randomly. There's no roleplay scene, there's no mobs moving, or any of that. Here you can see Gorkrun, Iron Skull, and all the characters going around after you kill Scourge Lord Tyrannus. They start doing this role play. He starts talking. That doesn't exist. They stay at the door the entire time until the bomb happens and they just die. Right? Oh wow, what is this? There's a door to Halls of Reflection? I've never seen that in my life before. All I've done was played on Warmane and thought that that was the actual Wrath of the Lich King content. There's no portcullis for Halls of Reflection on Warmane. Wow. Oh, let's look at Deathbringer Sarfang. Oh, wow. This player took over 30k damage in literally 0.31 seconds on Deathbringer Sarfang. Well, I guess that must be the way the game is intended to be, right? Just getting one shot randomly is part of the game. Oh, let's look at this. Thanks to fucking Fish Bro, he fixed the bug about the chest where you could just go in and loot it on your alts. And this is supposed to be Lordaeron. This is Lordaeron. Warmane Lordaeron, the best server, all the best players, hardcore, best players in the world. You'll never find better Wrath of the Lich King players. The best, absolute, most amazing, awesome, god tier Wrath of the Lich King raiding server. Let's go. And the entire fucking server hates me. Why? Because I fixed the bug that the entire server was using in unison to fucking gear up their alts because they are too stupid and incompetent to simply do the content and the raid on their alts. How can you not kill 5 bosses on your 5k gear score alts and gear them up in ICC? You can't, because you suck, because you're Warmane, because every single time you go into a raid, most of your players on that server, and this is your fault, by the way, if you play on Warmane, I guarantee you, this is 30-year-old content. How do you not know what you're doing? This shit's been out for 50,000 years. You don't know what you're doing. None of you guys want to teach anybody on the server anything at all. Just get rid of the shitters. Just get rid of the shitters. Every single one of you. I am the best fucking player in the world. You are worthless. All of you are dog shit. You are beneath me, and I am God himself. That is your fallacy, your idea, your fantasy. You play the game thinking that, and every single one of you, every last one of you on Warmane are hot fucking dog shit. You can't play the game for shit, and your 100% parser is doing like 93% of the estimated simulation damage, meaning that there is over 7% more damage your class can be doing at the top ranking on the server. But the fact is your raid sucks donkey dick because your players are trash. Every single one of you think you are better than God himself, and that is why your server sucks dick. And every single time I come back, I make a positive impact on Warmane. I try to teach people how to play the game. I try to grow raiders. I try to build a heroic raiding guild. I try to grow the biggest guild. We love Warmane. Yeah, they're a great server to play on. Everyone here's the English speaking. Let's grow our guild. Yeah, here's some netherweave bags. Here's some free shit. Here's this. Here's that. Do you know how many people? I've given over 10,000 people on Warmane bags, gear, loot, gold from mounts, etc. I have contributed so much fucking shit to this server. Look at this. A Nubrok is supposed to spawn when you enter the two pillars right here. You can see right there where I enter. He doesn't spawn until you get absolutely under his ballsack in the fucking raid. Look at Thralmar. The NPC that spawns for the mounts, he's supposed to be in the back of the right, and he's supposed to patrol. That one spawns in the front of the thing. None of them know that. You're not supposed to be able to run through the UBRS gate to ignore the arena event, where that gate doesn't even exist on Warmane. These are just simply put all the little nuances of bugs and fuck ups on this server, and you would think, hey, our people love this server. They love the server, and they're all good players. They're better than God, like they just said. They're better than God. They're the best players ever. They know everything on everything, right? Why are they not reporting the bugs? Why are they not fixing the server? Why are they not doing this? Because none of them know shit. They don't know the content. They don't care for the content. They just want to get geared and say they're the best and get a little bit of an ego boost, when the fact is nobody on the server even gives a fuck about you. You would, like, I have seen people literally stab their children, like they would kill their babies and sacrifice their babies to the blood gods just for a piece of loot. Right, a piece of loot in a video game, a fucking pixel on a screen to get a piece of loot, and they would sacrifice their children in real life for that. It is that bad on Warmane. Their morals are in disarray. The server is in disarray. There's so many bugs, it's ridiculous. There's so many players that think that they're better than everyone else, and this right here, oh, not this, but that comment that I just showed you. This right here, this is proof of it. Some guy getting angry, saying fuck it, I'm going to go comment on a Fish Bro video. It's just proof that this server is so toxic that they can't even leave the guy that quit the server months ago alone, and that they just need to continuously deposit their hate somewhere. You're so mad, so angry that you need to hate something, hate someone, because you can't look inward and reflect on yourself and realize, hey, maybe not everyone else is the problem. Maybe I'm the problem, right? And everyone in this video, the irony, Fish Bro, you're the problem. You're the problem. I left the server and the server's still got these problems. And you're coming at me after I've left the server, right? So I'm the problem, but the problem's gone, and there's still problems. Like, huh? How is it still like? How am I the problem then? Like, I've already done self-reflection. I've already moved past it. Like I said in previous videos, 7 years ago, I was in a very dark and bad spot. That's why Lordaeron and Warmane like attracted me, as it attracts all these other really depressed, sad people. But I moved on from there. I got better, and I'm not even on the server no more because of that. But you guys, if you're still playing on Warmane, I hope you find your happy place. I hope you get out of that. I hope you get out of it. And I really do. I mean it with all my heart. Anyways, spent about 25 minutes. I'm going to wrap the video up. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for watching the video. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Anyone who's listened to my video, I would love to hear your voice and your comments below. Let me know what you think. Maybe I can convince you guys to leave this dog shit server once and for all. Um, I don't know what it'll take to convince you guys. Maybe I just got to delete the entire character list, everything that I got on there, to get you guys to leave that trash server. But Warmane is not worth playing on. It 100% is the worst private server I've ever played on. And yeah, I'm just happy to get the word out and let everyone know that this is not the server to go to. Anyways, thank you all. See you on the next one. Don't forget to smile.